Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin got rejected again, but I'm actually expecting a pump in the next few hours. Let me show you why. First, you can see we hit a very important level only a couple of hours ago when we go with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high. It really does look like we hit the level almost to the exact dollar accuracy, and from here Bitcoin is right now getting a rejection back down. Additionally, let's go on the 4-hourly time frame and let's apply exponential moving averages on our chart. We also came very close towards the 200 EMA, and right now once again we are getting a rejection where a lot of people are getting liquidated. You can right now see in the past 24 hours over 335 million of long positions completely wiped out and liquidated. Personally, I do remain in my short position on Bitcoin right here. However, with my long positions, ideally, I still want to see another major pump towards the upside, not only on Bitcoin, but also on many different altcoins. Let me right now first of all share with you exactly what we can expect in the next few hours and also what is right now the most likely scenario. First of all, we need to go with the order flow to see exactly what other people have been doing in the market. And you're going to see Bitcoin clearly has been pushing towards the downside, forming lower highs right here. The yellow line, the CVD indicator, is right now seeing, unfortunately, a push towards the upside, while also the open interest is increasing. So what does that exactly mean? Buying pressure is coming in the market. People are longing Bitcoin on the entire way down, but unfortunately, they are not able to push the price higher. This right here is bearish divergence, bearish absorption, and bearish Bitcoin indication. So that is right now why, yes, potentially, we can still get another very small push towards the downside, taking the liquidity maybe even below our recent low, before ideally I want to see another pump. But why so? Simply because of a bigger ABC correction we already talked about yesterday. Remember, yesterday on Twitter and also of course on YouTube, we discussed about our bigger ABC correction right here. And of course, in our Elliott wave, we should always pay attention to the 3-wave price structure. So what exactly do I have in mind? Right now, with the entire push towards the upside, we can right now simply say Bitcoin finished the entire Elliott wave. With the rejection back down, we are right now forming the Elliott wave, or simply, if we are right now going to go slightly lower, we can still expand our Elliott wave towards another lower low. But nevertheless, the main plan is still the same. We are looking then for our Elliott wave, which is going to mean, ideally, we still want to see Bitcoin pushing towards the upside, and of course ideally also forming another higher high. So what is right now going to be the exact price target of our Elliott wave? We are going to go with our Fibonacci extensions exactly from the low right here back towards the high. Of course, we do need to put the third pivot exactly at the low of our Elliott wave. Right now, if the low is in, we can talk about the price targets of approximately 114.4 thousand US dollar area. And now remember, why is this specific level such an important one? We also talked about it yesterday. So we go again with our Fibonacci retracement from the high back towards the low, 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level coming in exactly at our 1-to-1. Of course, if we do form right here another lower low because of the bearish absorption we are right now seeing, in that case we do need to adjust the price target of our Elliott wave. But nevertheless, ideally, we are still looking for at least another higher high above 114,000 US dollars in the next few hours. That is right now also why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible, and also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let me right now also share with you the horizontal range Bitcoin has been respecting for the past couple of days right here. So once we are zooming in on the 30-minute time frame, we can very simply identify some kind of a channel. We go with our high right here, extending this one towards the downside, and it really does look like for the past couple of days, Bitcoin has been trading within a horizontal range. Rotation towards the downside, push towards the upside. Another push down, yes, it got some kind of a deviation from our range, push towards the upside, taking the liquidity above the recent highs, deviation from our range, accepted back in the range, and right now, of course, we are seeing another rotation back towards the bottom of our horizontal range right here. So let's right now see how low is Bitcoin actually going to go. Are we already going to get a bounce exactly at the bottom of the range right here, or simply are we going to get another push down because of the bearish absorption right now happening for the past couple of hours? Now, additionally, remember something we talked about yesterday. If we do get a bearish cross on the 4-hourly time frame with our exponential moving averages, this right here is unfortunately going to mean we are going to have a downtrend on all important time frames. Yes, on the 4-hourly, we can right now, or actually, we are right now already seeing a cross, which right now means we are in an average downtrend on the 4-hourly time frame. On the 2-hourly, exactly the same thing. We are already trading in a significant downtrend, and also on the 1-hourly time frame, Bitcoin, looking at the exponential moving averages, is unfortunately moving in quite a significant downtrend. So logically right now thinking, if we are in a downtrend, it is always better for us to fire another short position on Bitcoin. That is why if we are going to be able to get a push toward the upside at the area of resistance, we can actually look to fire another short position. Even though, yes, we are in a downtrend, I am not interested shorting at the area of support. At the area where we are as of right now, or maybe just slightly lower, we can only be looking for another long position. But please note, looking for a long in a downtrend, it is unfortunately going to be slightly more risky. But because a very nice level is going to come up, I would still say, if you do apply proper risk management, proper stop loss, proper position size, we can still potentially be looking to fire another long position, not only on Bitcoin, but also on Ethereum itself. Later, I am going to talk about Ethereum because Ethereum only a couple of hours ago also hit a very important price target. But nevertheless, let me right now share with you exactly what is the very important support level right now you should pay attention to on the Bitcoin price itself, where potentially we can then see a bottom of our Elliott wave and only then do get another major pump right here. So what we are right now going to do, if we are right now going with our significant ascending channel, applying the logarithmic scale and going on the daily time frame. Remember, we are as of right now still trading in a significant ascending channel right here, and the bottom of the channel is going to come in at approximately 110.7 thousand US dollar area. But most importantly, what are usually one of the best levels for us to pay attention to? Of course, are going to be major liquidity levels where people are getting wrecked, where people are getting liquidated. So what you're right now going to see, we have our first low right here for liquidity purposes, 110.9 thousand US dollars. Another low right here and another low right here. 3 higher lows have been forming on Bitcoin, which right now means if we do get another push towards the upside, people that are holding long positions, because probably their stop losses are exactly below the recent lows, we can stop them out. And of course, once they are wrecked, we can then potentially experience some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. That is why I do, of course, remain in all of my long trades right here. Yes, I got stopped out on my short position on Ethereum from yesterday, but nevertheless, I did re-enter a trade because as of right now, we are still trading at a very nice level. Additionally, I do remain in all of my other long positions. Yes, Sui long trade is right now being in a very small drawdown, but nevertheless, let's see right now if in the next couple of hours, Bitcoin is going to be able to get some kind of a bounce towards the upside. That is why if you want to trade with us, make sure you take an advantage of the free 8,000 US dollar bonus without KYC and without VPN with the second link down below, because Bitunix exchange is right now giving to you only after you register 10 USDT completely for free. Then make sure you deposit because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, but this specific campaign is right now limited for the next couple of days. Take advantage of your free bonuses using the second link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me also talk about our liquidation levels on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 1-week time frame. Where do we right now have the biggest magnets where the most amount of people are going to get wrecked? So you can right now see exactly below our recent lows, approximately 125 million of long positions are going to get liquidated. If we do get a push towards the upside, 117, and slightly higher at 116 and 117,000 US dollars, 130 million of shorts are going to get wrecked. So that is why ideally I still want to see Bitcoin pushing towards the upside. Maybe yes, first we grab the liquidity below our recent lows. Right here, you need to monitor the reaction because personally, I am not presetting any limit orders at this specific area. So let me right now share with you exactly what you need to pay attention to if Bitcoin is going to hit this specific level. All you have to do first of all is to set an alert below the recent low. So you go right here, you set an alert, and once the alert is going to be triggered, you look at the chart. Okay, then you simply pay attention to candle closes on the 1 hourly and also on the 30-minute time frame. So if we are then able to see a candle close above our recent low right here, this is then going to mean successful liquidity grab, successful swing failure pattern, and only in that case we can simply then enter another long position. If Bitcoin, for example, is going to break through this specific level, literally like butter, no way we are going to look for another long trade. Unfortunately, of course, we are going to lose some money because, of course, we are going to get stopped out on some of our long trades right here. But additionally, at least personally, I still do remain in my short position in a case Bitcoin does get another push towards downside. But nevertheless, as right now, I simply know, ideally, I am looking for some kind of an ABC correction right here. And if we do get a successful swing failure pattern right here, of course, no way we are looking for a short position as majority of people are going to be doing. We are only looking for some kind of a buying position on the Bitcoin chart itself. Additionally, remember, on the Ehler stochastic CG oscillator on the daily time frame, we are also right now definitely being in the oversold area. This right here is also going to be some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. And again, double top patterns are really playing out nicely. We got a double top right here. Bitcoin got a push towards downside. Also, for example, only a couple of hours ago on the 4-hourly time frame, another double top pattern. Bitcoin seeing right now a push towards downside. So yes, make sure you're right now paying attention towards this exact area of support. If we do get a reaction, sure, we can be looking for a long position, but again, if there is no reaction, I am personally not going to enter any brand new long positions right here. Unfortunately, I'm going to get stopped out, but of course, I'm still going to remain in my short position on the Bitcoin price itself. Right now, let's also go straight to Ethereum because Ethereum is at the moment trading at a very important anchored VWAP. When we are right now zooming out, you're going to see I anchored the anchored VWAP at approximately 2,200 US dollars. And right now, yes, we finally hit the level. Not only that, pay attention to the RSI indicator, for example, on the 4-hourly time frame. Lower low on Bitcoin, higher low on the RSI indicator. So not only we are right now trading at a very important level, but also we are seeing a regular bullish divergence. Of course, I'm not saying right now that we must get a push up. Nothing in the market is 100% probability, but nevertheless, I know we are at an important level. We are forming a bullish divergence right here. Also for Bitcoin, ideally, I am looking for some kind of a bounce towards the upside. So let's see if it's going to play out. If it doesn't play out with our proper risk management, sure, we are going to get stopped out and we are going to lose some money. But nevertheless, as right now, at this specific area, no way I would be looking for another short position because I simply know we are trading at a very important level where potentially we can be getting some kind of a bounce towards the upside, literally on the entire crypto market. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus without KYC and without VPN with the stack link down below, because only after you register, you're going to get 10 USDT, but then also deposit because you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.